Web3 and the various metaverses are here, and we're already using these technologies in helping consulting clients use them to build new virtual brands, sell more products and services, and offer better client experiences. My name is Mitch Jackson, and not only am I a trial lawyer, entrepreneur, and investor, I'm also the co-founder, along with my son Garrett Jackson, of the ManeuVR agency. Each day at ManeuVR, we consult small to large companies with making the transition into the metaverses and Web3 platforms. What I'm sharing today are 5 things we're paying attention to when it comes to the development of the metaverse. We believe that as these 5 things mature in ease and features, we're going to see an eventual evolution of the metaverses that will have a greater impact on the world than the printing press. Think about that for a moment. The printing press was a pretty big deal, right? Bottom line, we're all in for an amazing ride. The first thing we're keeping our eyes on when it comes to using the metaverses and Web3 is ease of use. The metaverses are getting easier and easier to use. Many, like Spatial.io, EngageVR.io, Horizon Workrooms, and Glue.work, are almost as easy to use as setting up and participating in a Zoom video conference. Having said that, to maximize the power of each of these metaverse platforms, it requires a deeper dive into each platform. You have to learn how to create avatars, individual spaces, and also how to maneuver or transport yourself and guests around each space. The controls and buttons or hand movements are slightly different for each platform, and we believe the ability to use universal voice commands will simplify the above for everyone. Cross-platform use will be easier and more enjoyable, especially for first-time users. More affordable, comfortable, and compatible headsets will also accelerate consumer and business use of these platforms. Just like the price of 1 gigabyte of storage went from $300,000 in 1991 to $10 in 2000 and then dropped all the way down to 2 cents in 2022, the price of headsets and access to metaverse platforms and technology will substantially drop too. The second thing we're keeping our eyes on is the ease of integration of digital assets between platforms. Right now, it can be a challenge, if not impossible, to easily transfer digital assets you create in one metaverse to another. When we mention digital assets, we're talking about your avatar, clothing, business branding assets like logos, offices, buildings, land, and actual communities. Most digital assets are simply files or NFTs, non-fungible tokens, and we believe more people and companies will invest in the metaverse, in buildings, in these digital files once they become easier to move from Metaverse A to Metaverses B and C. The third thing that is already quickly improving in features and use is what's known as a digital wallet. This is a software or hardware tool that allows you to make transactions in Web3 and in different metaverses using digital currency or cryptocurrency, as most people refer to it. In addition, digital wallets are also being used to allow consumers to log into the platforms and store digital assets like NFTs. We believe that because of how the blockchain and smart contracts are developing, digital wallets will evolve to be our new digital keys and digital credit cards, our source for using finances in everything we're talking about, to Web3 and the metaverse. Digital wallets are something we'll all have on us all the time and a tool we'll use to connect and transact business. Because of the importance of this digital tool, we want to see security protocols and ease of use get better. Along the same lines, we'd also like to see the top Web3 services and metaverse platforms play nice with all the top digital wallets. By this, we mean what works in Metaverse A will work in Metaverses B, C, and D. This includes using digital wallets, easily integrating with all the top platforms, allowing users to move digital assets like I mentioned above, from one metaverse platform to another. The fourth thing we like to see metaverse companies do is make it easier for people and companies who meet and connect in the metaverse to stay in contact with each other. Subject to individual privacy settings that you have control over, it would be great if with the shake of a digital hand or exchange of a digital business card, maybe even a high five, your business contact and services information can be exchanged with someone else while in the metaverse. We can't tell you how many metaverse sessions we've been in where after we're all done, we'd wish that we had everybody's contact information in our CRM. Along the same lines, we'd also like metaverses to make it easier for us to record the audio and video of experiences and presentations so that we can have access to this information, download them, repurpose them on other third-party platforms. While we figured out a way to do this with a few different hacks on different platforms, it does take a bit of work and the process needs to be easier. Some platforms allow you to do this and some don't. We'd like to see all the platforms make it super easy to record and share and repurpose our presentations on all the major digital platforms. Another tool that's already being worked on and which should roll out over the next 10 years, maybe 5 to 10 years, is real-time translation. Imagine being in a metaverse conference room just like this with clients from all over the world, US, Italy, Germany, and France, all communicating in their native language. Using the translation option, everyone is hearing the conversation in real time in the language they understand. I'm not talking about just captions. I'm talking about actually getting in real time instant audio translations of everything that's said. And taking all of the above into consideration, doing all of this with inclusion in mind so that everyone, regardless of their ability to hear or see, is able to enjoy the benefits offered by the metaverses. The fifth item we'd like to see improvement on has to do with the laws and accountability. What consumers are doing, what creators, what artists, what business owners need to know about intellectual property, about their legal obligations, and everything else in between. One of the biggest challenges we see each day on Web3 and in the metaverses are legal rights being violated and laws being broken. For the most part, we think it has more to do with people and companies not knowing what to do instead of purposefully doing things the wrong way. But because mistake in understanding the law is not an excuse in a court of law, it's important for everyone in these spaces to understand how traditional and new laws need to be followed. For example, intellectual property law like copyright and trademarks are extremely relevant in the Web3 and Metaverse worlds. Protecting your IP rights and respecting the IP rights of others has never been more important. Traditional contract law and understanding the terms of service agreements of the platforms you're using is critically important to your long-term well-being and success in these platforms. What we think we'll see at some point in the future when we activate this feature is AI, artificial intelligence, watching and observing what we're doing in real time and letting us know ahead of time if there's an intellectual property right violation. This will keep users of Web3 and the metaverses safe and out of trouble, and also help protect the intellectual property rights of others. We're in the Web3 and metaverse spaces daily. We're advising and consulting clients as to the easiest ways to tap into the power of Web3 and the metaverses, while also advising clients as to the best options that take all of the above into consideration. New products, services, platforms, and trends are rolling out daily. Solutions to these 5 challenges and others are being developed and incorporated into Web3 and Metaverse platforms weekly with new technology and updates. We believe smart business owners will plant their flag in the Web3 and Metaverse spaces early and tap into the new opportunities. They'll start building their presence in the metaverses and they'll start building their Web3 digital brands before their competition has a clue as to what is happening. This technology is already here, and major companies are investing billions of dollars in Web3 and Metaverse platforms. There's a tremendous upside to being early in this space, and we believe the time is now to leverage these opportunities. If you'd like us to help you start expanding your products, services, and businesses into the Metaverse, reach out today and let's make it happen. We can meet in our Metaverse conference room and have a conversation. All you need to do is reach out and begin the process. We'll take it from there, and we'll make the Metaverse easy for you. Between now and the next time we chat, stay safe, enjoy your digital journey, and never stop making each day in real life and in the Metaverse your masterpiece.